Stephanie, and you are watching the New England Stitcher, and this is a channel all about cross stitch and my quilting hobbies. And I just wanted to say welcome again. It is Sunday, November 17th. I'm sorry I'm coming to you a week late. It's just been a little bit of a hectic, it's just been hectic. So let's just get started. First off, I think I'm gonna change the order in which I'm gonna start today, just because I'm super duper excited about my fully finished object. I've been pretty monogamous on a couple of things, and I can't show them to you. One of them is a secret stitch, and and I know my friend watches. And the other is I had the opportunity to sample model stitch for somebody, and it is super exciting, and I can't wait for it to be released to show you, because honestly it is my favorite pattern that I've ever stitched, and I had no problem being monogamous on it for 10 days. So so I can't wait to show you guys. But in the meantime, I have been super busy. I've done a lot. I've been very busy. That's all I can say. But my finished, guys, my fully finished, here it is. If you saw it on Instagram, this is my Brenda Gervais fall. I love fall most of all. And I turned it into an oval drum. I don't know about you guys, but I keep saying that I have a drum obsession, and I really do. I find them to be really relaxing to finish and easy to finish. And I think Helen D and Mona Pfeiffer's tutorials, because they are absolutely amazing. But this one is finished in some Yoder fabric on the back, and then I have some Lady Dots pom-poms and silk ribbon, and then on the top I just have a 2024 charm and a couple little pins, a crow and an acorn. So here it is and finished, and I adore it. So let me, while it's here, actually, maybe I can set it back here. We can take it down, and then we can all enjoy it in the video. Yes, I'm a dork. You never get to see, I'm in the kitchen today. The basement's getting cold, and I didn't feel like wearing the Snuggie in the video. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about it. So here it is. This is I Love Fall most of all. Like I said, by With I Needle, Brenda Gervais. I stitched it with the called for flosses, and it is stitched on 40 count platinum. That was a surprise when I realized that it was 40 count. I can stitch on 40 count. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite. 36 is my favorite, but I'll stitch on anything. As long as I like the fabric, I'll stitch on anything. But you can kind of see some of my decorations behind me. You've seen them before when I did a fall. So let's just enjoy them and enjoy the fall in the background. So that's my fully finished. I do have a couple others. Like I said, I can't show you, but I'm excited for you to see them. I do have photographs. So in the next video, I will hopefully be able to show you with pictures or in real life. So that is my fully finished. Okay. For my whips, even though I've been busy, it feels like I haven't been doing a lot. I do have did a lot of quilting. But this is a whip. I'm trying to get it done. I have to get it done for Christmas. We're going to visit with my sister-in-law at Christmas. So this is her gift. This is the Peacock Pin Keep by Cottage Garden Samplings. Chris, the camping stitcher, finished hers, and she finished it in this gorgeous, gorgeous circle frame. I will have to get in touch with Chris. So Chris, if you're watching, you just tell me what was the circle finish that you did it in. I think it was a frame, or I can't remember if you mounted it into something, but it was perfect, and you had it in this teal color. I am using the called for flosses, and it's stitched on 36 count raw linen. And I'm really sorry that this is not ironed. I was working on it on Friday. So here it is. got it started. Let me just say, guys, the neck of that peacock, it is no joke. Like, there is a lot of color changes. So what I was doing is I was, like, you can kind of see right here. Sorry for the confusion. I've got a piece of thread here parked, and I've got this one parked, and I keep alternating between the two so that I'm not gonna get confused. I want to get the peacock done, and then I'll do the feathers. The feathers will pretty quickly, but I love these colors. This is going to be a hard one to give away. The goal is to make it into a short drum. I do have peacock feather fabric that I found that actually matches it matches these really well. So that is for her. I just got to get it stitched. So that is going to be a focus, a morning focus for the next few weeks until I get it done. So that is one whip. My other whip, this is Chubby Bunny by Jeanette Douglas, and I love it. This is going to be, this bunny is friends with Erin's bunny that I already stitched. I haven't given them names yet, but I will. I'm using all of the called for colors, and they are really pretty. Purples, sorry, I keep going out of screen. I'm so sorry. Purples are not my favorite, but I love how this looks in this fabric. And you're probably wondering what the fabric choice is. It's 20 count brown sugar. And let's take a look. So here we have it. Oops. Sorry, guys. I don't have my boards. They're in the basement. I have to clean my sewing space in the basement. It's just a hot mess down there. Yeah, it's embarrassing. All right, so there is Chubby Bunny. It's going to be really small, and I think that's great because Erin's bunny is a little bit, it's on the oval pedestal, and this will be its little friend in a pillow next to it on the bottom. All right, so those are my only two whips, sad to say, but I do have a couple starts. Are you ready to see those? All right, so my first start is Real Comfort, and Brandi and Emma showed this. Emma was the ringleader on this one, and as soon as I saw this pattern, because fall is my favorite season, and I saw the quote, I was like, yes, please. So in case you don't know, this quote right here, it says, "There is nothing like staying home for real comfort." That is a Jane Austen quote, and she is my very favorite writer, author. I love all of them, all of her books. I've read them numerous times. And so I'm using the Called for colors, and yep, they are so, so, so pretty. Got a little floss bling on here from my friend Sarah. And here's what I got. This is it. I started on the upper right side, and I'm working my way left because that's the way my stitching goes. I'm stitching this on 36 count Maple Bar by Cedar River Linens, and it is so, this is beautiful fabric, guys. The white is gonna really, there it is. The white is really gonna pop up on that. Or I should say the lighter cream colors are gonna really pop on that. I am keeping it in my pumpkin bag by OG Stitchery, and I love this bag. I asked her when she showed her panels to make it for, I said, when she showed the panels and she said she was going to make them into bags, I was like, yes, please. And she did. And it's such a great bag, and she made me a floss bed, and that all lives in there. So that is my Real Comfort. And then my last new start is a Sal with Missy Timberlake from Two Needles Pulling Thread, and our friend Cheryl. She was in one of my videos when I was at Library Stitchers. She was wearing the yellow hat with Nise, and they stole my camera and they did a little video. But Cheryl is amazing, and she's the one who I always comment on how like her stitches are impeccable. So the name of this, really, just stop talking, Stephanie, and tell us what this pattern is. The name of the pattern is Memory Error, and I am a child of the 1980s. It says, can recall most 1980s lyrics, but still can't remember the reason I came into the room. That is 1000% true. I'm at that age. I turned 50 in the spring, and I'm at that age and I cannot remember diddly. And it's so frustrating. So I'm really hoping that my memory comes back. Ladies, don't tell me that it is not going to come back. I take my fish oil pills every day. I take my fiber. I take my vitamin D. I don't want to lose my brain, but I feel like it's gone. But anyway, I'm stitching this this pattern. I have modified some of the colors, so if you're interested in what they are, just let me know. I have this on this this ring with this fabulous floss bling from Jackie Beecher. I think it's her, that's her name. She's from out west, and I got to meet her at Library Stitchers. And I figured, since I was starting this weekend, because it's the Library Stitchers 24 hours of cross stitch weekend. But this, oh, the sal, sorry, the name of the sal is oh my Lanta. I will put it here. See, memory. Oh my gosh. And I've texted it to so many people. Why can't I remember it? Oh gosh. Sorry. All right. So that's these are the colors. I'm so sorry. I totally scrolled right there. Yeah. Brain fart. So I have modified. I took the orange out and I included the purple. And I haven't found the right red for the hair color yet. The colors that Silver Creek includes are for like a dirty blonde hair, and that's great. I just don't have that color, so I wanted to make it look a little bit like me. And for the record, yes, I do wear glasses, but only when I drive. I need them for distance. So, and mine are not horned glasses, but they are black, so I might take the little horn bit out and just keep them. They're more like rectangular. So here it is. So this was a start yesterday. I had to stay home from work yesterday. I had a migraine. Yay, lucky me. So I didn't get as much stitching as I wanted. I probably got as much stitching as I would have gotten had I gone to work, because I didn't really start to stitch until later, because I tried earlier, and I'm going to show you. Got it all jacked up. So I can't count. When you have a headache, you cannot count. So this is not, the O or the 0 is not correct. So I went to the other corner and stitch it. And this fabric is I think, well, I can't tell if it's, I have to count to see if it's 16 or 18, but it is a piece of fabric that is stitched by, not stitched, it's dyed by my friend Sarah. And it's like, I can't really see it's got, looks more blue and gray, but it's actually got a lot more greens and tealy blues than you can see. But as a child of the 80s, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure you probably were with me. But I remember wearing, you know, my tie-dye jeans and my Reeboks with the straps, and I had on 2 t-shirts so that I could roll up the sleeves and see the color underneath, because I was that cool. And then I had the socks, and they were layered and they matched the colors of the t-shirts. Oh yeah, that was right. That was me. And I had I did have my hair in a ponytail, but I had a whole big bag of bangs right here that was like sky high. So yeah, I will see if I can find a picture, but I don't know. There's not a whole lot of photographic evidence left of those days. But anyway, but the 1980s, I can remember all the songs. It's so true. Sad but true. Some of them I don't want to remember. Some of them, like, why do I know all the lyrics to the Rick Roll song? Why? But anyway, so that is my start. But yeah, I can't wait for you to see my start and finish that I have, that I love. That's a secret. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh, all right. So as for plans, I'll show you a couple things I have for cross stitch plans, and then I'm going to talk about quilting, because quilting is where I spend a lot of my time. I was trying to get a lot of stuff done in the basement while it was warm enough to do without having to wear lots and lots and lots of clothes to stay warm. Yes, I could get a heater, and I do have a heater. because that is the biggest thing everybody says, just get a heater. The problem is the electricity. When I have the iron plugged in, because I need the iron for quilting, when I have the iron plugged in, and I have the heater plugged in, it blows the circuit. So I don't have enough ampage. So that would have to be fixed, and that's a little bit of some money. So that's not going to work right now. Has been a dream someday, but not at the moment. All right, so what are my cross stitch plans? My first cross stitch plan is I have a very good friend who is turning 50 in 2 weeks, and I think I can get this done. If not, it'll be for Christmas. But it's called Educated. Mary Lou, this is the one that you were talking about in your last video. Mary Lou is from Two Cross Stitches. She and Amy are wonderful, and they're amazing. And Mary Lou is a prolific stitcher. Like, she is crazy fast. But anyway, so my friend is a librarian, and she was an English teacher, and then she became a librarian, and she also loves kitties, and she has 2 kitties, and she's the reason why I have the 2 kitties that I have. So that would be for her. And then this one right here, this is going to be an ornament. So I'm only going to stitch the moose. And then I'm thinking about, I think I'm going to, I've made this decision, I just haven't kitted it up yet. But the moose, I'm going to do it on 18 count perforated paper. And then I have little ornaments. Well, I should actually measure. Oh no, 18 count. I think that will work best because it'll be a smaller moose. Because the whole thing will be 5 by 5.2 by 6.7 if I did the whole thing. So I think that would actually be a good size if I did it on the 18 count perforated paper. So stitch the moose, and then get little ornament buttons or ornament plastic, you know, like the little charms, and then have them actually hang from the moose. I think that would be super, super cute. So that is something I need to get started and done before Christmas too. There's a lot of things to do. The last plan, sorry for my reach, and it's a little bit of haul. So I'm doing the Erin Elizabeth Sal at the Jingle Ball. That's what I'm going to stitch the whole weekend at the Jingle Ball, and hopefully I will finish it. But it is Erin Elizabeth's Believe with the Santa. And I saw this because Sarah and I were at school, and at lunch we were talking about Handcrafted by Harvey and just how much we loved the bags, because she gifted a bag to us, and it's just impeccably made and it's gorgeous. And she was on it, and she was talking about how she wants the mushrooms, and I was talking about how I really wanted the Santa, and then I loved the pumpkins, and I didn't know which one to get, and blah, blah, blah. And it's hard because I am a bag maker, so I can make bags. But the one thing I don't have is an embroidery machine. And so I bit the bullet with Brandi and Nise. And then Lisa messaged us, and she was like, what's going on? Why did I just sell 3 of them right in like a row? But this is Believe by Lisa Harvey. She's from Crafted by Harvey, and she is an amazing embroideress. And I've already got it all kitted, and she included, I mean, first of all, look at her charm. It's gorgeous. And then she included a little bit of extra, and I already have it on my floss ring. I got this little extra, sorry. I had this right here, Santa charm for some floss prettiness. And then Lisa embroidered this sleigh. I mean, come on. This is just great job, Lisa. It's gorgeous. So I'm stitching this in silk. It's an NPI. I believe it's 991 BB. No, it's B, 1B. 991, just one letter B. And it's going to be on Twilight Christmas. I think that's it. And then what I ended up doing, sorry, you guys, I'm looking down in my bag. You guys can't even see. I ended up using some fabric that I had to make a little thread bed that matched, so that I had a thread bed, because you know me, I need one. So it's all kitted. It's all ready for the Jingle Ball, because this is what I'll be stitching on at the Jingle Ball. And the Sal, there is a Sal, and then the hashtag is hashtag Erin Believes in Santa Sal. and I'll put that at the bottom so you guys can see. If you want to participate, the more the merrier. And I love seeing all of the color choices that everybody is stitching on. And people have been stitching it in the reverse, right? So they've been using a color and stitching it on a neutral fabric, where Brandi is stitching hers on malachite, Emma's stitching hers on a red, I'm stitching mine on a blue. So I am excited to see what everybody's is gonna look like. I'm definitely gonna need the lights because that is 36 count and it is dark. So I'm going to need light and magnification for that one. So that is what I'm going to be doing at the Jingle Ball. And if I finish, maybe I can focus on one of these. Who knows? All right. What else is going on? So quilting. If I were in the basement, you would only see my swoon quilt. It has not changed. I've kind of set that on the back burner because I did the first row, which is the winter, and I have 4 blocks of winter. Spring is next. So I do have to get back to that. It doesn't take me, I mean, I can get those 4 blocks sewn. It takes about an hour. Once everything's cut, it takes about an hour to sew a block. So I do have to get that done because I want it done. I want it for me. And what have I done though? I made a quilt, Rosalie. The quilt is done. I made it for a friend. It's a panel quilt and it's at the shop. I'm waiting for the Minky to come in. We have a big order of Minky coming in. It should be in here next week. And then that'll get quilted and get out. I have, I made a shop model. It's gorgeous. I'll show you the fabric in my haul in just a moment. And I can put it up here because I do have a picture of it. It's getting quilted and it's with the new collection by Moda. And then, and it's obviously it's blues and teals and creams and it's gorgeous. So I have that coming, or at the shop, it's done. And then I made a quilt for my husband and I'll put a picture in here so you can see it. I also bound my brother-in-law's quilt that I made a while ago. What else have I done? Made a few keepers for people, made a couple other project style things for friends that were looking for something different. And I forgot to show this to you guys back in the day, but earlier in the summer I made this and I don't think I showed it to you, but we had the Girls to the Quilt Shop. In case you don't know, I work at Blackstone Quilting Company for part-time. I work on Saturdays and they do a lot of team building type things, which is wonderful. Like it's just, they really let you know that you're appreciated and that they care about you. And as a public school teacher, you don't always feel like that. So it's really nice that the shop has events that's just for the workers. And so we had dinner and, you know, anyway, so Rita's one of the teachers there. She does a lot of collage quilting. And so we did this collage painting and it's all in fabric. And what you do is you adhere it to heat and bond, and then you cut it into thin strips and it looks like it's been painted. But I actually made this, and it's a pillow with a zipper in the middle and the back. And I'm gonna get up close so you can see how it kind of looks together. Okay. So each one of those teeny tiny is a little strip of fabric, and then you sew on top of them you iron it because it's got the sticky stuff, and then you sew on top to make sure it's all down. This is not a pillow for sleeping or laying on. This is just a pretty pillow that nobody can use. My daughter's like, Mom, why did you make it so soft? Because it's a really squishy pillow, but you can't use it because it's just too pretty. And I don't want to put it in the washer because if I put it in the washer, I mean, I did sew it down, but I think a lot of these will fray up and I don't want that. So this was what I made for fall. And then we just had one this week. And this week it was Christmas themed. And okay, so my husband, he's so funny. He's like, that one doesn't look as hard as the other one. And I was actually grateful. There were a bunch of different patterns you could choose to do your collage on. I chose the more simplistic one because I wanted to get it done. But I love it so much. It's very traditional. So here it is. So each one of these pieces right here is a piece of fabric right here. Gosh, I'm sorry guys. right here. These are all different pieces of fabric that I've adhered. And then to cover the seam, I got this gold cording and I sewed it down. And then this ribbon is just being held with a light bulb pin. And then here it is on the back. So what I did was I put the front panel together, quilted it, then I ironed this on, and then I sewed it down with the gold trim. And that's just a little decorative ornament that is going to be decoration. It's not going to be able to be used. But I love how it came out. So yeah, anyway, so that's my other quilting project. Wow, I think that's it for projects that I've been working on. I'm happy that I'm actually like checking things off. It's really, it gives me a really good feeling, you know, because you work on some things and if you don't have anything to show for it, I love the process, but I love when it's done and I get to enjoy it. All right, now it's time for haul. Are you ready for haul? All right, so to start, Textily Crafts, she is a YouTuber and now she is for the past, I think a year, she's been out for a year. Textily has been designing her own patterns and she did such a great job. Well, she does a great job, but this one absolutely caught my eye. And I thought, gosh, these would be perfect for little ornaments. You could, you know, put it on a little laser cut ornament or do it all together. But I just thought it was beautiful. I love a Quaker. I love the words. So that is The Spirit of Christmas. And that again is by Textily. I downloaded the free pattern by Primrose Cottage, the Give Thanks. Yes, please. I've seen so many people finish it. It looks like a teeny tiny stitch. I think I might put like that smoky blue in here because I do have a lot of blue. I think I either might make that I like the white pumpkin, but I think I might fill it with that smoky blue. I haven't decided yet, but I think that I'm gonna do that color in there somewhere, but it's gorgeous. So this will definitely happen next year. I have a lot of plans. Let's see. I purchased this at Michael's because I thought I was going to use it for a finish, but it's just one of those books. It was on clearance. So I thought I was going to use it for something, which I will. I can definitely put a finish on it. I liked the colors. Very fall, rustic. Let's see. Oh, here is that the fabric that I made the quilt out of for the shop. So this is just actually it's only 2 pieces. These are the 2 pieces. So I got fabric for making a keeper because these are like my favorite colors. So these will be, a keeper will be made out of this, but the quilt that I made for the shop is in this collection. And if I can, while I'm editing, I will look it up and I will put the collection there so you can see it, but it is just so good. I did go a little crazy at the shop when I saw this collection. Oh, nutters, I left more fabric downstairs. Okay, this collection is from Kansas City Troubles. I know, everybody makes fun of me in the sense that like I love a good Kansas City Troubles fabric, but I also love a Tulip Pink. And yes, I did buy all of the Tulip Pink collection. I bought a half a yard of the entire collection of Tulip Pink. And that was the fabric I just said that I left downstairs. So I'm sorry. I will try to remember and take a picture of it so you can see, or find it from the quilt shop. Cause oh yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll put they have a much prettier display. I'll put their display up there so you can see, but I bought a half yard of everything from that collection. I've been searching for the right pattern for it because those flowers are so big and beautiful that if you cut your pieces too small, you're not going to really get that. So you have to find the right, it has to be the right pattern. So I'm looking. There's a couple that couple patterns I'm auditioning, and I'm going to check and see what Amy at the shop thinks because she's a great go-to person. She was saying her sister's also making a shop model with that fabric, so I can't wait to see what she does with that. Okay. Like many of you, I purchased from Cross Stitch and Crafts in Tennessee, Go Tell It on the Mountain by Annie Turner and the Appalachian Strong by the Nebby Needle. And I had them kitted up for me. And I was a very lucky girl because guess what came the week that I had ordered? They had gotten an order from Lakeside Linens. Yep, that's right. I have never got to stitch on Lakeside Linens, and I was like, can you kit it up with it? And they're like, sure. So this is 36 count exemplar. And so I didn't get a lot of it because they kitted it up and you don't need that much fabric for it, but it's beautiful. So I'm very, very lucky. I should call them to see if they have more, but then I'm being selfish because do I really need it? I don't know. We'll see. But it's beautiful. So I got all the called for flosses. I got all the called for fabric. What I was thinking of doing is I was thinking about stitching this in like a mattress so that it went around, and then put this on the top. I have to do some measuring to see like size wise what I would need to stitch on to make that happen, to make it almost look like a mattress. But I thought this is just such a beautiful scene that I thought in a mattress finish that would be gorgeous. So that is some purchases that I got. I also before Stitch New England, I was obsessed and I purchased this. I really want to stitch this pumpkin right here. Wrong way, Stephanie. Right here. That pumpkin is like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, that's for me. Thank you. And then on the back, I was like, no way, shut up your face. Like, here is this one. That's what she's been showing. Hands On Design has been showing all those, like, basically you're stitching ribbon and then you're wrapping the pillows, and it's just absolutely perfect. So I haven't gone and I really have not looked to see all of the fun things that are in here, but if you have not picked this up, I'm going to do a little enabling for you and say go get it because it's gorgeous. All right, so I got that. I got some fabric that would go with it. So for the pumpkins, and then for one of the projects that's in here, or in that book. So this was the 20 count, and then this is 32 count. Dirty linen, 32 dirty linen, and then tiger's eye, 20 count tiger's eye. That's pretty true. All right, while I was on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, I purchased also this one by Silver Creek, Always Find a Reason to Hope. Again, sometimes it's not just the pattern and the words that sell it to me, not just the colors. I mean, because this is monochromatic, you can do it in any color you want, but I just like that sentiment, and I thought that was really beautiful. The script and everything is really pretty. And lastly, yeah, like I need another crow pattern and a pumpkin, right? I mean, if you looked and saw all the ones up here, there's a crow and there's a pumpkin. But I don't know, maybe it's the sunflowers in this one that sold it more to me too. But Annie Beez in the pumpkin patch, love it. I also needed to get some buttons from just another button company. And while I was shopping there, some things just couldn't come alone. So I got this one because I thought, gosh, that little mouse button is just the cutest thing. And to stitch those letters, that will be super easy. And here are the buttons on the back. Adorable. And I don't know, guys. I love Halloween. And in case you didn't see my Halloween picture, I was Winifred Sanderson, and I just love a good witch. So here that is. No, the buttons, I'm sorry. And it comes on it comes with the painted perforated paper. So I was like, yeah, I don't have to stitch that. All I have to stitch is Wicked. Hello. Yes, thank you. I don't have to stitch that moon. Yes, please. Let's see. I don't know why, but I have this little random chick button in the bag too. So I don't know why I got a chick, but I did. Let's see. I got this frame from the Hoblob. It was $8. It's unfinished. It is a 6.5 by 9 5/8 on the inside. So I thought I could do something with it. I was thinking about this for one of the projects that I was working on, and it didn't work out. There was too much room. It was too long. The opening really needs to be a 6 by 8, or even if it was like 6.5 by 8.5, it would have been fine. But so I got it. I can do something with it. And then, yes, like many people, I went to Cedar River Linens and made some purchases. So these are these first 3 are their new colors that they came out with. And then these are 2 that they already had. This is the arboreal that I did my Good Intentions on. And then this one, what is this one called? So that's the arboreal. It's not really giving the color that it is. It's got a little bit more blue in it that you're not getting, it's not picking up on the camera. So that's 36 count. And then this one is red cedar. And I also thought maybe this one would work for the pumpkins, the hands-on design pumpkin, in case I don't like the 20 count. So there's that. It's really pretty. And then this one is Scrimshaw. It has a peachy undertone, but it's a great neutral. Salt Ash. And then the last one is Pyrite. And I was totally enabled by Brenda and Laura, as many of you were. Yeah, they did me in. But if you've never had the opportunity to stitch on Cedar River, it's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful linen. It has a nice weight and hand to it. So the last thing, I did receive 3 amazing packages for my students. I have some cards. So thank you. Thank you very much. There were Mill Hill kits. There was fabric, cups that you would stitch on the inside. And the girls were so excited to see those because they're like, I can make this for my mom for Christmas. And I was like, yes, you can. So they're very excited. And then one of them came with some beautiful hand knitted things. This one's a dishcloth and a trivet. And I want to say her mom, who's now passed, made this trivet, and it's beautiful. It's a pot holder, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna take it out. Kind of matches me today. So thank you. I mean, I know how much work goes into things, and I appreciate anything that comes my way. So I just want to say thank you so much for everybody's generosity. It's really amazing to me. So I think that's it, guys. Short and sweet. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on, but I will be back after Thanksgiving. I'm hoping I can come back the weekend after Thanksgiving, so that like Black Friday, Saturday, because Juju will be home and maybe she'll help me and edit the video. I'm gonna be selfish. No, I can do it myself, but she's so much faster. Yeah, so I think that's the plan, and I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing holiday. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, just, have a wonderful, next 2 weeks, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe. If you can subscribe, please subscribe. I'm at 43 100 and change, and as soon as I get to 5,000, there will be a huge big giveaway that involves some whipper keepers. So yeah, all right, thank you guys. I'll see you soon.